Peaky Blinders is without a doubt one of the most brilliant shows on air, and it's certainly got the ratings to prove it. The BAFTA-winning show stands high with an 8.8 IMDb rating, and with fans that include notable names such as Steven Spielberg and even Snoop Dogg. We think it's more than safe to say that it's an insanely successful project and has certainly come to be loved by millions over the years. The Peaky Blinders hit the silver screen, but with over 2 years past since the last season aired, and all sorts of talk about our Birmingham hoodlums heading to the silver screen, fans are dying to know what other things could possibly be brewing at the Garrison. So, by order of the Peaky Blinders, we bring to you the latest scoop on all things Shelby and team. From talks of a movie that could begin production as soon as spring 2023, to theories about why nausea got the best of our beloved Tommy and leaked season 6 photos. We'll be covering pretty much everything you've been itching to know, so make sure to stick around till the end of the video. A disclaimer, this video will include brief spoilers for the 5th season, so if you aren't caught up with the show, do not watch this video. About the upcoming season. Let's be honest, the news about the 6th and upcoming season of Peaky Blinders would be its last certainly had us down in the dumps. But the show having given us 5 seasons of well-structured plot lines, intricately written characters, as well as sound and cinematography that was unlike anything we had ever seen, how was one not supposed to get attached? And who could possibly move on from the Thomas Shelby, the man who is the epitome of sophistication, being suave, cunning, and just as sharp as the blade tailored into his flat cap? He is unquestionably one of the greatest characters that has been written for television, and we just can't get enough of him. Although the 6th season will be the final time we'll be seeing our beloved characters on the small screen, word is that they'll be putting their flat caps and tailored to perfection suits on one last time and hit the silver screen for a Peaky Blinders movie. That's right, folks. Thomas Shelby and his syndicate will be taking the spotlight in the unnamed Peaky Blinders movie that, according to Variety, could begin its production as soon as 2023. Creator Steve McKnight confirmed that the feature film would follow soon after the 6th and final season of the show. He also mentioned that work on the final season is almost done and dusted and slotted for a spring 2022 release. So what do we know about this exciting movie so far? Sorry to burst all your bubbles, but unfortunately not much has been revealed aside from the production date, and the project seems to be kept tightly under wraps. But with the anticipation of this release at an all-time high, and the show creator's track record of always managing to have his work live up to the hype, we have absolutely no problems waiting around. And all good things do take time, right? Thomas Shelby feels peaky. In a new report according to the Daily Mail, Thomas is seen stumbling up the steps of the Bolton Magistrates Court and allegedly throwing up in a new scene for season 6. Thomas is seen walking up the steps of the court with his wife Lizzie Shelby when a wave of nausea hits and leads him to hunch over, having a coughing fit, and later wiping his mouth with the sleeve. And after pictures of this hit social media, some fans think they know exactly what led to it. Many speculated that this feeling under the weather could be due to the relatively fresh memory of betrayal, the death of Aberama Gold, and his plan to assassinate rival Oswald Mosley going bust. After all, Thomas and his sanity did seem to be hanging by a thread at the end of the 5th season, so theorizing that he feels ill because of those events would be a reach. A closer look at the Shelby's Romani heritage. Anyone who's watched Peaky Blinders is certainly no stranger to the fact that Shelbys are of what you would call Romani heritage. The show has brushed upon the fact many times over the course of the seasons, but if we get into it a tad bit deeper, what does the Shelby's heritage being Romani mean? And is the show's portrayal of it really accurate? Throughout the show, there have been many scenes in which Thomas's Romani heritage has been brought up, but the topic of his true ethnicity being left ambiguous has left much of the audience puzzled about what all of it really means. But don't worry, we're here to break it down for you. To put it very simply, Romanis are ethnic people who have Indo-Aryan descent and had ancestors who migrated across Europe too. However, in the show, many Romani fans stated that the Shelbys are most likely Didikois, who are Romani people that live outside tribes and caravans, and have mixed blood so they aren't considered to be true Romanis. Peaky Blinders not getting into the Shelbys' true ethnicity was one not-so-bright decision, seeing as it caused lots of confusion, but it seems the creators and team behind the period drama completely dropped the ball when it came to speaking the Romani language in the show. One would think that every aspect of the Peaky Blinders world building was carefully thought out and put together, but unfortunately that was not the case with scenes involving the Romani language. The showrunner and team failed to hire any linguistic experts to help with the Romani dialogues, which led to the actors actually speaking in botched Romanian. Yikes! And to no one's surprise, the whole ordeal led to the show receiving backlash. Although Cillian Murphy initially spent time with Romani people to prepare for his role, and the team did try to prevent something similar from happening again, we still think it was a little unprofessional and distasteful. But hopefully, we'll be seeing better portrayals in the final and upcoming season. How the absence of Polly could be dealt with and change things in the show. Helen McRory, the actress who played one of our absolute favorite members of the Shelby family, Polly Gray, unfortunately lost her battle to cancer in April of this year. With her sad passing, many wondered how her absence would impact the 6th and final season of the show. Although filming began in January of this year, there is no news regarding Helen's scenes in the show, if they were filmed or not. In the case they weren't, here are a few ways things could go moving forward. The final season will inevitably have to deal with Polly's absence, and seeing as she played a significant role in Thomas's life, things will definitely affect him. Polly's character is one of the only ones of the show who has the power to actually call out Thomas on things and not be crucified for it. And on multiple occasions, we have seen her being a step or two ahead of him to ensure things go smoothly. Without her direct or indirect input, Thomas could definitely be facing some troubles and perhaps have fallouts with people who step in and attempt to keep him in check. If, for instance, the show chose to acknowledge and kill off Polly's character, it'd have to do it in a way that would be very significant to the plot and do justice to her at the same time. However, if she is shown to have died of a simpler cause, like an undiscovered health-related issue, the show could focus on the rest of the Shelbys grieving the loss of their aunt, using that as the drive to secure her legacy and do better things with and for the company. Another way Polly's absence could be explained would be that she simply departed the company to have a fresh and new start in Australia, and there is a possibility that this could be how things may go because Polly had previously suggested that this is something she'd be interested in doing. The scoop on Season 6. The final TV installment of Peaky Blinders is now just around the corner with news of a spring 2022 release date. We're gonna dish in on everything you can expect. We've already talked about that puking scene from this upcoming season, but what about the cast and plot? According to Digital Spy, the new season will pick up exactly where it left off. Cillian Murphy, Finn Cole, Paul Anderson, Michael Gray, Sophie Rundle will return, with BAFTA EER Rising Star nominee Conrad Khan and Amber Anderson joining the cast. Anya Taylor-Joy is also rumored to be making a return as Gina Gray. Others returning for the final installment include Natasha O'Keefe, Harry Kinton, Packy Lee, Daryl McCormick, and Emmett J. Scanlon, with multiple cast members teasing the intensity of the final season and the fact that its first episode will be titled Black Day. We're already at the edge of our seats and absolutely can't wait to see what else is in store. And that wraps up today's video. What are your thoughts on the Peaky Blinder movie and Season 6 news, and what would you like to see happen? Is there any other show you'd like us to talk about? Leave a comment below letting us know. And if you liked the video, please be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time. Bye!